Alright here, today I'm going to talk about the recent rumors that are surrounding NASCAR cult superstar Bubba Wallace and how he can possibly be on the move in 2021. But before I get into the video, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Barry Griggs for all he has gave me. It started off in Atlanta, the Hot Pass, and since Atlanta couldn't go on, hooked me up with some Zoom calls with Chase Briscoe and Doug Yates, which that was spectacular, it was fun, and I enjoyed it. And then he sent me a cool package of shirts to give away and a cool Chase Briscoe diecast 124. I just can't thank him enough. It means a lot, and let's get started.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
Alright here. Earlier today, around noon, Adam Stern, a NASCAR insider and journalist, tweeted out this interesting tweet, stating that Bubba Wallace and his PR reps are exploring his team options for 2021, and while a return to Richard Petty Motorsports is one of them, another possibility that is emerging is Chip Ganassi Racing. Assuming this is going to be the 42 car, there's going to be a lot of question marks here. But he stated underneath this paragraph that McDonald's is a sponsor of both Bubba Wallace and Chip Ganassi Racing, so it can be a simple 1-2 punch if this were to happen. Which, as Adam Stern's tweeting this out, I'm sure this is something that's actually big, like in the deep process of going on, so you never know, an announcement might be around the corner. But this is going to set up a lot of question marks for two drivers. What's going to happen to Matt Kenseth? Entering this season, I guess you can say, wasn't really expecting to come back in 2021, but as he kept on racing and racing, he was more thinking about it than he was at the beginning. He is still considering coming back. It's just going to take a minute for him to make his mind up. But the biggest question mark out of them all is going to be Ross Chastain. Last year, Ross was supposed to race for Chip Ganassi Racing and the NASCAR Xfinity Series, but that all fell through when a sponsor went bankrupt and they had shut down. Ross was put in a bad position. He was left in the dirt. But his former owner, Johnny Davis, owner JD Motorsports in the Xfinity Series, 0, 4, 15, you get the point. He bailed him out, and he gave him a couple of races, a deal, I guess you can say, in the 4 car. Ross did pretty good, but another big supporter of Ross Chastain was Elliott Sadler. Elliott Sadler gave up some of his rides with College Racing last year to put Ross in some of those rides. So you really can't credit every single body, but I guess you can say Elliott Sadler was the main reason Ross ended up with College Racing in 2020. But though halfway through the season last year, Ross was outside looking into the Xfinity Series playoffs. He was way out. He had to win. But he did, fortunately, fingers crossed here, he was hoping that NASCAR would give him a waiver. Because he raced and participated in every single NASCAR Gander Outdoor Truck Series race that year. So he's hoping for NASCAR to give him a waiver and let him race in the Truck Series and compete for the championship, which they did give him a waiver. He raced for Nice Motorsports, had a good crew chief field gold. They won a couple races. They started off, they won Iowa, high expectations after that, but unfortunately they failed post-race inspection, so it put them in a bigger hole, but they bounced back and won a couple races, like I said. But they made it to the Final Four. Ross did not win the championship, but he made a big statement. Not himself, but his performance was a big statement because it showed that he has a future in NASCAR. It's just a matter of when he gets a cup ride. He is that good. So 2020, he finally landed a deal in the Xfinity Series full-time with Matt Collig in the 10 car. He has yet to get a win this year, but he's been knocking on the door. He raced the Daytona 500 this year, wrecked out of it, going for the lead though, with 2 to go. You really can't hate that. And then he also raced the 6 car out west in Las Vegas. Auto Club in Phoenix. And he raced at Coca-Cola 600. All those races, though, Ross has some type of incident and something go wrong that not have a good result. But that does not show the driver Ross really is. Ross is better than that. But I have a feeling here something crazy is about to go on. Listen to me here. I think since Levine Family Racing, owner Bob Levine, is wanting to sell his team, I think Matt Collick is going to be the person that's going to buy that charter. He's going to buy that charter and open up his cup team and put Ross Chastain in it and compete against every other organization and be partnered with Chip Ganassi racing with ECR engines. I think it was Earnhardt, Childress Racing engines. I don't know how it is. But they all race ECR engines, so I think it's going to work out perfectly. Raced a couple years in the 16 and then moved over to the one car in 2022, 23. And whenever Kurt Busch decides to retire, Kurt Busch is still competitive, so I don't see him going anywhere for at least the next 2 years. And whenever Ross goes away, they can possibly put Justin Haley, whoever they got in their Xfinity car at the time, maybe. AJ Allmendinger. I don't know. It's going to get interesting, though. But I think Matt Collick is going to shock the world this summer months by buying a charter in the Cup Series and putting Ross Chastain in it, while Bubba Wallace goes to the 42 car. Bubba Wallace, though, 2020 stats, I cannot believe that, has 0 wins, 0 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and his average finish of 19.8 and 3 DNFs. That's not too bad. That's one of the best seasons Bubba Wallace has had. Statistically, in the Cup Series, he's been racing full-time since 2018. 2018, he started off with a second-place finish at the Daytona 500, but after that, he was irrelevant. 2019, just his worst year. And 2020, he's finally getting things turned around in the right direction, just at the right time to possibly get a new, good, better ride. So, though, everybody knows, remember to please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you agree with me about the Matt Collick situation. Peace.